Good morning. It is April 10, 2020, and this is the latest update on the Facebook drilling project at Tierra Del Mar on the Oregon coast. We're going to cover 5 things today. It's been a busy week. Drilling has started. That's the first thing we should tell you. To do this, to get the project started, more heavy equipment was brought in. By the way, it was brought in by the south entrance again, even though Facebook had agreed that equipment would come in from the north entrance. And this is the purpose for this concern is covered in another video. I'll link it down below where we address the south versus north entrance of heavy equipment. We also saw them cover up the project to try to hide it from people on the west side. Up till Tuesday, the west side was visible from the public beach, but once they saw a camera being placed to do a time-lapse photography, a crew came out and covered that up so that they could hide behind their plastic cover. We also saw and recorded violations of the state COVID regulations for construction sites. Rather concerning given the fact that we're in the middle of a pandemic, and Oregon has set up some regulations on how construction sites are to be conducted during a response to that pandemic. And finally, I'll cover how the Tillamook County responded, or in this case failed to respond, to the concerns over the violations of the COVID regulations for construction sites. Okay, those are the 5 things that this video will cover, so let's get started. Here's video of heavy equipment being brought in by Facebook along the southern approach, something they said they would not do, but of course obviously have. I had set up a time-lapse camera on the west side of the property just to capture the progress. And then they decided they didn't want to show that to anybody, so they hid behind a plastic wall. Unfortunately, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and the state of Oregon is responding to that. The state did not close down construction sites like other states have done. However, they did set up some interim regulations for construction sites. One of those regulations says that the crew is to limit physical contact and that the personal space is to be at least 6 feet where possible. The Facebook crew violated that, as you can see here. And here. And here. Oh, and here. Obviously, this photograph shows unsafe conduct by the crew members of the Facebook drilling project, and just a general disregard for the protocols that we have here in our state. It's not safe for each other. It's not safe, obviously, for the community of Tierra Del Mar, especially those who are immediately adjacent to the work site. I would even say it's not safe for the folks of Tillamook County as these workers, after the workday is over, they're obviously probably integrating with other members of the community as they buy takeout food or stop at the grocery store or the gas station. So it's a general disrespect of not only the state regulations, but a disregard for the safety of the people in the community. The state advised on violations of this sort should be reported to local law enforcement authorities, and also advised the local law enforcement authorities that a response should be made with kind of an education first approach. So a report was made to the county sheriff. County sheriff was provided with a report of what was happening, along with the photograph that you see in the small window within this video. It was interesting that the response from the county sheriff was that he contacted county council for advice, but also contacted the planning director. Now, what the planning director has to do with a general health issue and a response to a pandemic and a pandemic control protocol, I have no idea. Plus, I have to say, I don't know of a time when I've heard a county sheriff defer a question to a county planning director. This is a law enforcement issue, not a planning issue. In any event, the county sheriff ended up choosing not to respond. So the response that we got from Tillamook County on this particular issue was, sorry, we're not going to provide you any assistance, and oh, by the way, you just need to go back to the state, the very same source that told me to go talk to the local law enforcement agency. So I guess we can all chalk this up to life in Tillamook County, where the people of Tierra Del Mar not only get no service, we kind of get disservice.